Awesome Racing. How's everybody today? Good. Glad to hear it. If you're not good, get better. All right. Today we're just going to do a little short, quick video. I have a brand new motor. I know there's no issues with this motor, but I'm going to use it just kind of as my reference for you guys. So today's video, what I'm going to do is show you a really quick and easy way to check your valves in your motor. The reason why we want to do that is if you have a valve that develops a leak, just like your big motor, like a V8 or a 6-cylinder, you get a valve leak, the motor's going to have some problems. But with this motor only has 2 valves. So if you have a valve leak in this motor, it is going to be a lot more prominent in this than it is going to be in your V8. Your V8, you got 16 of them. So this one, you only have 2. So if one valve starts leaking, you could have some pretty serious problems. So basically the signal to the carburetor is going to be really weak. It's going to happen at the wrong time. It's going to suck fuel in when it shouldn't. The signal's going to be, like I said, really weak just because of the valve leak. So then you're going to be sitting there thinking, okay, my engine's getting really hot. It never did before, and now all of a sudden it's starting to get really hot. Well, that could be, one cause could be because of the valve leak, and so it's not sucking it's not pulling in the proper amount of fuel from your carburetor because of the valve leak. So a really quick, easy way to test that, make sure you got your spark plug on it. I mean, you can literally do this in the lanes at your racetrack. So grab a hold of your flywheel, and you'll notice when you can turn this flywheel left and right, as long as both valves are closed, pistons at top dead center, it's got a little bit of turn in it. So if I turn this clockwise, I hit what I call the compression cycle, okay? So you're trying to turn it and you just can't turn it anymore. Well, some motors, you'll do this and it will turn over with no problem. Sometimes you could be sitting here like this and you'll hear it hissing out. But a real good way to check to make sure if there's any tiny one is pretty simple. Take your carburetor and put it at full throttle. Open it all the way up. Get the slide out of the way. Grab a hold of the flywheel and put your ear right up to the carburetor, and then turn the flywheel by hand while you're on the compression cycle. You're going to try and roll it through the compression cycle. And then if you have a leak, I guarantee you're going to hear it because you have the intake manifold, the carburetor. It's all going to amplify the sound of air hissing past your intake valve. Do the exact same thing for the exhaust. Put your ear right up to the pipe. This will amplify any sound. Grab a hold of the flywheel. I got a hold of it back here. And you're just going to turn the motor over. I rolled it too far past the compression cycle, so I'm going to go all the way back around. And boom, I'm on the compression cycle again. Grab it, try and turn it. I can't turn it. I'm not hearing any noises. This motor is good to rock and roll. Hopefully this helps you guys out. If you do happen to find an air leak, it's possible an array of things could have happened. The valve could be bent. Something could be holding the valve open. Could be a bunch of things. You got some silicone underneath of the valve. And if you find that, it's going to rob you of a lot of power out of that motor. So if you ever find a leaky valve, you're going to have to pull the head, send the motor out to somebody. But if you can't do it yourself, if you can do it yourself, you're going to pull the head, pull the valve out, figure out why it's doing that. Maybe a seat turned, maybe a seat fell out. So this is a pretty important thing to check. So I recommend, even if you're not having any problems with your motor, stick your ear down there, check it out because it could be killing a lot of horsepower. So hope this helped you guys out. Have a great day. Take care, guys.